Goff, St. Brown on the trap. He's got the first down. What a cool looking play that was. And they flip it to St. Brown, and the drive continued. Thank our buddy Glenn Mistich in New Orleans, who he and John became friends, that he still gives our crew the turduckets. Appreciate it, Glenn. Here is Valentine fighting for it with Amon-Ra St. Brown. And St. Brown has...
Great coverage here by Valentine. Kind of went through his hands, and then it's just the strength of Amon-Ra St. Brown.
That is an unbelievable catch.
Watch him just wrestle this away. We used to see Steve Smith do this, my former Carolina Panther teammate. If you got your hands on the ball as a defense...
From the plan and had the game-winning drive. Goff delivers, low throw, and another nice catch by Amon-Ra St. Brown, and a tough inside the 10.
Look at Hoover. He's like a vacuum cleaner. Hoover just been down there on...
Second down and 10. There's St. Brown. Head of steam. Touchdown, Detroit. Wow. And they're within a point. Out of an empty set. Goff given all day. Over the middle, Amon-Ra St. Brown. What a start for Detroit.
Under pressure, Goff was protected. St. Brown has it. Needs to get to the 14-yard line, and he will. Craig Reynolds through the big block, and St. Brown works all the way downfield for the touchdown.
Point out that the backup tight end, Brock Wright, is being checked on. Anthony Ferkser out of Harvard, sixth-year man, is the second tight end. Goff looking. St. Brown. End zone! Touchdown, Detroit! St. Brown!
Goff has got the rookie Jahmyr Gibbs in the backfield. 5 in the secondary for the Broncos. Here they come with 5. There's the catch, a touchdown by St. Brown. Head over heels for 6.
Fake to Jahmyr Gibbs. Deep throw from Goff. Down the sideline, St. Brown. Amon-Ra St. Brown in a foot race. Eyes on the end zone. Cuts it back. St. Brown is all the way. Touchdown, Detroit.
Left at 2nd and 9 for Jared Goff and the Lions. 3 and 5. Goff's going to throw, and it's caught by St. Brown for a first down.
First of all, gutsy call here, and who's surprised by...
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome. We just saw highlights of Amon-Ra St. Brown, the sun god of the Detroit Lions. Big news today. He has signed his contract extension that we all knew was on its way. Kind of surprising, kind of not. My snap judgment on the deal, I'm excited to have him for another couple of years. I think he's a great receiver. And I'm stoked to have him around for a little bit longer. He was going to be an unrestricted free agent at the end of this season. And if you're talking about things that start with an S and end with a bowl, it could have been more, because I think he's that talented. So we'll break down a little bit from the Detroit Free Press. Ahead of the NFL draft starting in the lovely city of Detroit, Michigan tomorrow, Amon-Ra St. Brown has signed a 4-year contract extension worth more than $120 million with the Detroit Lions Wednesday. Makes him the highest paid receiver in football. Highest receiver contract ever signed. Tops of everything. Blah, blah, blah. An average annual value, according to a source. St. Brown's contract is $77 million guaranteed. So good amount of it guaranteed. Other top receiver contracts, Tyreek Hill, $30 million, Davante Adams, $28 million, Cooper Kupp, $26.7 million, and Mike Evans, $26 million. Justin Jefferson is expected to sign a new deal that will eclipse St. Brown's. Give me Amon-Ra, the sun god, over Justin Jefferson any day of the week. But St. Brown entering the final year of his rookie contract is scheduled to make a cool $3.366 million this season. This takes him through 2028. He was a 4th-round pick out of the University of Southern California Trojans. He was kind of under the radar. Like, nobody thought he was going to be wide receiver number 1 in any squad. But he came here. He worked hard. He's part of our new culture setup, and I'm really excited to have him. As far as the deal goes, this seems to be the new going rate for a number 1 wideout in the NFL. I think it's a little rich. I think with his tie and affinity and love for the city of Detroit and the Detroit Lions, I think you could have got him on a little bit of a cheaper deal, but I'm not that upset about it. Like we said, Justin Jefferson will probably sign one that's gonna make this one look stupid. And then you'll get the cascade of wide receivers that will end up behind him, and he'll be somewhere in the middle of the pack. Much like the Stafford deal. Everybody was all up in arms about that, and then as time went on, he slid towards the middle of the pack. So, a couple things about him. He set a franchise rookie record with 90 receptions in 2021 and first team All-Pro honors. Last season, 119 catches, 15 for the yards. In 3 seasons, he had 315 receptions, 3rd most by any player through the first 3 years of their NFL careers. He makes it formidable in the receiving core with a guy like Sam Laporta. And again, I'm really excited to have him around. Thought the deal was a little bit rich, but I'm not gonna get upset about it. I was hoping he landed somewhere in that 26-27 million range, but apparently that was never gonna happen. So we got him. He's locked up. That means we have to draft well starting tomorrow. I think you need another wide receiver on the other side of him. Hopefully we can find another 4th-round guy. This draft is really deep. I like receiver at 29 to pair with Amon-Ra St. Because one of the downsides we did see is once Amon-Ra got figured out, and he's not going to fly under any radars anymore. He's going to be one of those people that they scheme for and try and take out of the game. So he's not flying under the radar anymore. And when you talk about what's on the other side of him, we saw once he started getting doubled and tripled. Obviously, he's not one of those big body receivers like a former Lions receiver by the name of Calvin Johnson that we once had here. He's more of that possession type, route running, going to catch it in traffic and run. So I think that lends to you need a guy to take the pressure off, and Laporta does some of that. Obviously, having a good running game with David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs does a little bit of that. But I think it's I think you definitely have to have another guy on the other side, and there are some guys that could. J-Mo is a field stretcher. Obviously, there's other guys in the locker room, but I'm really looking more and more towards a guy like the wide receiver out of Texas at that number 29. I think that would be a good pick for everybody. But with that being said, once again, I love that he's around. I think he probably could have saved some money there, but hopefully that helps us on the next one. So, with that being said, let's go Lions, and hopefully this means good things in the future. Like I said, NFL draft starts tomorrow. I will be in the lovely city of Detroit, Michigan, to take in the first round of the draft live. I will do some posting, probably both on my main channel and this channel. And we'll do some kind of breakdown and some kind of thoughts after round 1, going into round 2. I'm trying to sort all that out. I'm super excited. The next deal to drop should be Jared Goff's extension, which I think we're going to be in the same boat. More than I hoped for, but glad he's still around. So until then, y'all have a good night, and we will talk to you soon. Take care.